In a cozy little town surrounded by snowy mountains, a curious boy named Coxy loved to hear about Christmas traditions from all over the world. His favourite stories were about Iceland, a place where mischievous Yule lads, sparkling glaciers, and magical creatures brought Christmas to life. One chilly December evening, Coxy found a mysterious package by his doorstep. Inside was a map of Iceland and a small golden bell that jingled softly. Attached was a note. "Dear Coxy, we need your help. Come to Iceland for a Christmas adventure like no other. Yours magically, the Yule Lads." Excited and curious, Coxy rang the golden bell. Suddenly, a gust of wind swirled around him, and in a flash of light, he found himself standing in a snowy Icelandic village. The sky shimmered with stars and the air smelled of pine and peppermint. Coxy was greeted by 13 mischievous but friendly figures, the Yule Lads. Each had a unique look. One was skinny with long arms, another had a big bushy beard, and one was carrying a sack of potatoes. "We're so glad you came, Coxy," said Stubby, the shortest of them all. "Christmas is in danger and we need your help." "What happened?" Coxy asked. "Gryla, our mother, has hidden the Christmas star," said Door Slammer, slamming a nearby door for effect. "Without it, the northern lights won't shine and Christmas magic will fade." "We need to find it before Christmas Eve," added Spoonlicker, holding up a wooden spoon like a wand. "I'll help," said Coxy, determined. The Yule Lads gave Coxy a magical lantern to guide him. Together they set off across the Icelandic countryside. Their first stop was the Glacier of Whispers, where Coxy had to listen carefully to the icy winds. "The Christmas star is hidden in Gryla's cave," whispered the glacier. "But beware of her pet, the Yule Cat." Coxy shivered, not just from the cold, but from the thought of facing Gryla and her enormous magical cat. Their next stop was the lava fields of light. Here they met tiny glowing creatures called Huldufolk, Iceland's hidden people. The Huldufolk gave Coxy a shimmering crystal. "This will protect you from the Yule Cat," they said. Finally, they reached Gryla's cave, hidden in the side of a volcano. Inside the cave, the air was warm, and shadows danced on the walls. There, Coxy saw Gryla, a towering troll woman with a wicked grin, holding the Christmas star in her gnarled hands. At her feet lounged the Yule Cat, its glowing eyes as big as lanterns. "What are you doing here?" growled Gryla. "We've come for the Christmas star," Coxy said bravely. Gryla laughed. "If you want it, you must solve my riddle. What shines without fire, flies without wings, and lights up the darkest nights?" Coxy thought hard, glancing at the Christmas star in her hands. "It's the Northern Lights," he said confidently. Gryla frowned. "Clever boy," she muttered, handing over the star. But as Coxy reached for it, the Yule Cat leapt toward him with a mighty roar. Quickly, Coxy held up the shimmering crystal from the Huldufolk. The Yule Cat stopped in its tracks, mesmerised by the glowing light. With the Christmas star in hand, Coxy and the Yule Lads dashed out of the cave and into the snowy night. Back in the village, Coxy placed the Christmas star on top of a tall evergreen tree. As it sparkled, the sky lit up with vibrant streaks of green, pink, and gold. The northern lights were back. The villagers cheered, and the Yule Lads danced with joy. "You've saved Christmas, Coxy," said Stubby. "And you're always welcome in Iceland," added Spoonlicker, handing him a carved wooden spoon as a souvenir. As a final gift, the Yule Lads gave Coxy a snow globe with a tiny glowing Christmas star inside. "Shake this whenever you want to visit us," they said. With a jingle of the golden bell, Coxy found himself back home, holding the snow globe. The next morning, as he watched the sunrise, he smiled, knowing he'd had the Christmas adventure of a lifetime. From then on, whenever Coxy saw the northern lights in the sky, he thought of his magical friends in Iceland and the Christmas magic they had saved together.